Hey Jack, how are you? Alright, let me see here. I think I can have my laptop right there, and we're chilling right there. Yeah. How you doing, Jack? How is your tooth? How's your tooth feeling? Hey, little Sag, how are you? Hmm? I'm doing really good. You know, it's early in the day still, right? But I love Mondays. Honestly, Mondays are my absolute favorite day of the week because I view it as like a Monday is like when you think about it, if you start out your Monday strong, it's like no matter how the rest of the week goes, it doesn't feel as bad because it's like you started out so strongly. So even if everything else just kind of like is like whatever, like I don't know. It's kind of like it sets the tone. So if you start your Monday really strong, then it's just like the rest of the week can't get any worse, I feel. Well, you know what I mean? Hey, Natasha. And plus, I mean, it helps that I'm self-employed, so I mean, I just every single day is like another day for me. So I guess it would be different if I like started my 9 to 5 on Monday, right? You haven't been getting notifications for my live? See, I feel like that's happened recently as well for some of like other people too. Um, I never used to be that person that was just like, oh, I never have gotten, um, like how some YouTubers will say it's just like, oh, I don't think people are getting notifications for my stuff. And I was kind of just like, yeah, whatever, girl. Like, whatever. But like, no, I feel like it's suddenly like, maybe it's because of like how often I go live that, maybe it just doesn't do it for me, right? Just subscribe. Hey, Savannah. Of course you can ask a question. How are y'all doing? Yeah, for y'all right now, how it works, you can just ask your question, and there's not going to be like a wait list. I'm just going to go with whoever I feel called to. And, yeah, if you would like to have your question, if you would like to skip the line and like I can go on to your question in specific, if you don't feel like waiting until I call you, you can send me a super chat and I will prioritize that. What does Caleb think and feel for me? I told him I was pregnant. Alright, Savannah. Well, first, congratulations. Alright, so what does Caleb think? Right now we have, let me just walk you through it as I'm shuffling. Right now, I thought I just dropped a card, but I don't see it. um, you ate sushi, Natasha? I was thinking about sushi the other day. Okay, so for you, Savannah, we have the Ace of Air. So this card literally talks about like a challenging new beginning, but this is more optimistic. This is also like the Ace of Swords. So far it seems like he's optimistic. Seven of Fire, looking for some reassurance, right? And maybe this is just with himself, right? When it comes to something like that, so like taking it on. Like I feel like he's like in this process of like processing it, right? And then Knight of Water. This is like a card of like coming together, like him pursuing you, right? This is a card of falling in love. I mean, that's literally what the cards say themselves, right? So I'm not even being biased in terms of the question. Like the cards themselves and what they have written down kind of spells it out for you, Savannah, right? We are, Natasha. What is coming towards you in love long term? Okay, little Sag, I can do that for you. The music's not too loud, right, guys? Yeah. Hello, Shafa. You can't hear it? Here, let me turn it up like a couple notches. One more. Alright, let me know now how it is. It's copyright free, so I think I can technically play it. I guess we'll find out, right? Alright, so for Little Sag's question, what is long term for love? Savannah, at that point, I'm gonna suggest for you to call a hospital. I don't feel like that's I mean, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards. If it's like, for something like that, I don't feel comfortable doing. My suggestion would be going to the hospital if you're concerned about that. Alright, Little Sag. For your beginning cards, we have the Four of Earth, the Ace of Water, and the Hi Dark Flower, how are you? And then the Five of Water. Now, actually, give me one moment. It's still low, but you can hear it a little? Okay. Thank you, Sag. Okay. I just lost track of who I was reading. Little Sag's question was, what was coming towards Little Sag? And yeah. So, yeah, Four of Earth. So Four of Earth is, I always say, is like that sitting duck energy. So I feel like, yeah, I mean, I guess it's self-explanatory. Like, that's you, like, waiting for, like, something long-term, right? Then we have Ace of Water. So, good, in a, like, a good, what's the word I'm trying to say? I've done so many readings today, so it's like I'm already so jumbled with my words. But this is like an energy, just like, you know, like, I feel like this is leading me up to, like, leading me into a, giving me an idea of what your next relationship would be like. Five of Water is not seeing the positive in a situation. So we'll break this down a little bit with a little bit of clarifiers. I don't want to make this too long. How are you doing, Dark Flower? I was thinking about you the other day, Dark Flower. I think it was yesterday. Because there's this song from Michael Jackson. I don't remember the name of it right now. But he says Dark Child. Let me actually tell you. Because I have the song pulled up. Okay, it's from Michael Jackson's Invincible album from '01. And the song is called You Rock My World. Now at the beginning he says dark child, and I was just like, oh, Dark Flower. Alright. So for you, Little Sag. Hello, Coco Babe, how are you? For you... Oh, were you? Yeah, MJ is, like, been someone I've always enjoyed since I was a kid. I was Michael Jackson for a year or two for Halloween when I was younger, like a little kid. Alright, so for you, Little Sag, the clarifier I pulled for the Four of Earth is the Tower card. So this is kind of letting me know before you get into your next relationship, that kind of, you're going to have like a pretty big tower moment, I feel, to get you out of this Four of Earth energy. Earth cards relate to Pentacle cards, if you didn't know. So I feel like this is like a letting me know that something has to pretty drastically shift in your life in a way, but I don't want that to sound spooky. The clarifier I pulled for the Ace of Water for you is the Ace of Pentacles. Now this was in the reverse for you, the Ace of Pentacles, which is letting me know this is someone that needs to do a little bit more self-care and indulgence with themselves, taking care of themselves a little bit, investing in themselves a little bit. And now this could just mean like in a mental way or have you, but I do feel like it's more so like the self-care sense of like maybe like skincare, like adopting like a workout routine or some sense like that. And then for the Five of Air, the clarifier that I have for you is the Temperance card. Now this is just like, I would roll my eyes so much if I got this reading for myself, because this is kind of, I mean, this is literally saying like having patience at this time. But I will tell you this, I mean, personally, I like to think of my tarot cards having personalities. So it's like when I got kind of like, I didn't get a specific setup like that, but basically when my cards kept telling me to take a break, don't push myself right now, because like there was going to come a point where I was, they were absolutely right. And it was similar in the sense of like having like my tower moment, that then transitioned to me like going overtime with work. So what I would say is to kind of just like don't as much as I know you would want to roll your eyes at it, because I rolled my eyes at it anytime I would get a message like that. Be excited that like things are seemingly like being set up for you to have like a pretty life-changing moment or experience for you to be put in the path that's like most aligned for you to meet this person, because there's no cards talking about where you needed to specifically do anything, right? It's talking about like that sitting duck energy, and then the tower card like comes towards you, right? So you know, overall, like kind of, and it's just like with that patience card, it's like another reassurance of just being like, just continue on with what you're doing, right? It's coming soon. Hello, Sila. Can you tell me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, by the way? Yeah, I hope that was helpful, little Sag. Anyone that is new, how we're going to do this? Well, first of all, let me know what y'all have eaten today. I always ask. Natasha already let me know she ate sushi. But that's like my thing. I like to know what my friends are eating. That's like something that I genuinely am interested in. And then after, I would love it if you give this video a like, and if you do know someone that would enjoy a tarot reading as well, give it a share, right? I would love that. But for the questions, just whenever I ask people to, like right now, type in your question that you have for a reading. That is the only frame that I would like you to post your question, because then I'll just pick. There's no wait list, right? I just go to who I feel drawn to. So, and like after I complete each reading, then I will ask again for people to repeat their questions, so you don't have to worry about being missed, you know. Just take the time in between to interact, right, and hang out. If you do want your question answered ahead of time, though, or like be put ahead and prioritized, then you're more than welcome to give me a super chat. But yeah. Tortilla with some cauliflower, pastrami. Oh yeah, Sila's I can't pronounce the word. I can say pronounce, but I cannot say pronunciation, apparently. But okay, Sila. Hello, Matt. Yeah, right? It's such an interest. I feel like you can learn a lot about a person from what it is that they eat in a day, right? Am I wrong? Alright, 1 second, y'all. Alright. Alright, Shafa, what are B's feelings towards me? Let's see. Listen, yeah, I'm foodie at heart. Listen, I'm already planning, like thinking about what it is I haven't eaten today, and I was planning on making spaghetti after this, so I'm like so looking forward to it. I had to stop myself from making it before I turned on a live stream. But for you, Shatha, also let me know if I'm not pronouncing your name properly. But for you, we pulled the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and then the 4 of Pentacles. So this is kind of like this is a hard read. I don't know if you have history with this person, Shatha. This could be two ways. If you have a history with this person named B, they're in their head about something. When it comes to you, they're in their head about something which is keeping them at that standstill with this 4 of Pentacles. Now with this 4 of Cups, this is where like, so it's like they're kind of like paralyzed by like what's going on mentally, right? They're working through whatever that is, right? I would think that would be involving you, but this is how like the message would change in two different ways. 6 of Cups is talking about romanticizing the past. Now, if you don't know each other, then this is him thinking about something that happened to him in a past, perhaps a past relationship or what have you, right? Just something that's whatever's being present in his mind that's giving him this 8 of Swords energy. If you do know him from the past, perhaps there's something that happened in the past that's making him stuck on it. Perhaps maybe he hasn't fully gotten over something, or maybe there's just some type of reminiscing energy from something in the past for B, Shatha. Spaghetti yesterday, nice. You're actually on a diet, so that's why you're eating some veggies. Lasagna. Lasagna is one of my comfort foods. Hey, Carrie. Watching me from work again? Yeah, you know what? Listen, anyone that's watching me from work, I ain't gonna tell on you. Let me know if your boss is caught you, because I can give them a free reading, right? I can give you a reading. Maybe that'll be a get out of jail free card, right? I'll just be looking at the cards and be like, oh, it looks like you're gonna be giving a raise to somebody, right? Someone you're close to. If we're doing questions, what the cards say about how to address my anxiety over something right now. Hopefully that resonated, Shafa. Hey, Nina. Hey, Dopally. Are you watching from home? Well, is your mind at home or is your mind at work, right? Because that would be the answer to the question. Where's your mind at right now? Hey, Azaman. Let's see. Let me shuffle. Let me shuffle. Let me shuffle properly, and then I'll pick somebody. I need to work on my posture, don't I? All right. So, what was that? I guess we're singing now. All right. So, we are going to choose Sacred Meow. We're doing questions right now. What do the cards have to say about how to address my anxiety over something right now? Something that happened? Was that? Over something happening right now. Okay, something happening right now. Now, the only thing I'm going to ask Sacred, does it, like, this is just going to make it easier for me to, like, relay the message of the reading. Is it involving people, like a person in specific? Or is it just like a general event? Anxious about side hustle endeavors. Curious how to clear blockages that might be causing. Okay. He's like the crypt keeper. I love that. I feel that, right? Definitely. I feel some of us can definitely feel that. Alright, anxiety for Sacred Meow. So, the current setup we have is Three of Swords, King of Swords in the reverse, and Page of Cups in the reverse. So, let's get a clarifier for each as well. Nine of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Swords. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't tell me it was about anxiety over, like, the cards themselves, I always say when I see a bunch of sword cards or air energy, I associate it with someone that's kind of depressed. So let's break this down. Three of Swords with the clarifier of Nine of Swords in the reverse. I'm gonna hold it upright just so you can see it. For me, I feel like this Nine of Swords is talking about, because I associate the Nine of Swords as someone that is, like, failed, right? I feel like there's, like, someone that's, like, frustrated with themselves in terms of not feeling like they've lived up to their potential or failed in some sort. But because there's in the reverse, it's almost like, this leads me to believe, like, I'm kind of speaking boldly in this, but it's just like, you haven't failed at anything yet, but you still have this pain attached to it, perhaps. And then on your next pile, we have King of Swords in the reverse with Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this is where there's, like, an issue where I would say this is like a two-parter issue, talking about King of Swords is like the representation of someone that has strong boundaries, someone that is able to place set their foot down, to be able to be bossed up, right? This Knight of Swords being in the reverse as well, it's almost like you're, like, instead of running forward, like the card in the forward presents, in the upright presents, when it's inverted like this, it's almost like you're running away from this responsibility, right? You're running away from this sense of responsibility. Then this is why the King of Swords would be in the reverse as well, because there's just this constant, like, situation of where you're not willing to acknowledge, like, what you could be good at, because you just have, like, this going back to the Nine of Swords energy being in the inverted again, of where it's just like this underlying fear of failure that hasn't happened yet. And then for your last row, we have Page of Cups in the reverse with Eight of Cups. So this is kind of like signifying, I don't know if you're, like, not wanting to do this because you don't want to be alone while doing this pursuit, or if you don't know if it'll actually be fully fulfilling, or if it's something that you actually want to do in a specific way. It seems like there's just some type of, like, side hesitation as to why you don't want to do this involving, but in, like, because it's involving something, like, to do with the emotion side of it. So either, like, you don't want to do this alone, or you don't want to, you know, it's just this, like, it can be very vague in that way, depending on what it is, I guess. All right, everybody. Can y'all let me know in chat what your question is so I can pick for you? Yeah. Hey, Robin, how are you? Hopefully it's helpful, Sacred. Ah, I love this music so much. It's a nice, like, vibe to, like, perk up to. I still need to find some, like, freelance composer, or, like, find some, like, musical composer. Someone that, like, is, like, doing, like, their own thing. Like, I probably need to just, like, peruse Spotify and just look at, like, artists that are, like, trying to just build themselves up with, like, you know, just so I can, like, we can just, like, work together. Hey, Kitten, how are you? That makes sense, Sacred. My weekend was pretty good. Not as productive as I would like it to be, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. And I can't even consider it a lose, right? Because I still enjoyed myself this weekend. It was just nice to sleep. Thank you. I got my pillows from, it's basically like a Walgreens. It's called Rite Aid. And they were like 50% off. So they were like, I want to say like $7 each. And I was just like, oh, yes, ma'am. You know we need these. That's my, like, pop of personality in this room. Caramel corn for dinner. Honestly, that sounds good. All right. Miss Carrie. Guy's feelings. That sounded so vague, huh? Yeah, they just were like $7 each at Rite Aid. And I was just like, yes, ma'am. I think it was, I don't remember why they were there even. They were just like randomly, and I like walked by them. And I was just like, I'm taking these with me. And it was funny because I like went on the bus afterwards just holding them. All right, Carrie. So for you, in terms of your person, we have Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles. So definitely about their money. But, and that could be like what their focus is, right? You heard from Jarrett? As he read, he's just thinking, oh, nice, Robin. That makes me happy. I hope you have a good time. You have to let me know how it goes. That's awesome, though. Thank you for sharing that. Ah, I love that. So, for you, Carrie, Ace, like with this Ace of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, like I see like he sees potential in terms of this connection. Now, obviously, I don't know what's going on with y'all, but this could be the explaining factor of it. With this Three of Pentacles, this could just be about, because everything else was in regards to Pentacles, this could be he's just so focused on his finances, his stability in some type of way that he's distracted. Or with this Three of Pentacles, like, as like, I mean, as like a reader that is on YouTube, you can't help but always say this could be like a third party energy where it's just like, he has just like mixed interests. But like that third party energy doesn't necessarily mean another person. It could mean like their career, right? Which would make sense because everything is about, it seemingly is so finance focused, right? So it's just like a, but here's the thing, like, it, overall how I would take this is where it's like reminding yourself like he sees potential, right? There just seems to be like something he's going on with, like something there's something he's just dealing with, right? I don't feel like it's I don't know, like I don't feel any like bad energy or like negative energy from this at all. Like it just is like whatever this thing could be. Yes, he's still going through a long divorce. Okay, yeah. His ex wants 120K. Oh, honey. I mean, I guess that would be why he wants to be. That's why he's about his money right now. Shoot. My goodness. Hey, Catherine. How are you? Of course. I'm sorry about that drama, though. It's always like that weird thing as like a tarot reader when like you're right about something, but then it's like it's not about like the most pleasant news, right? So it's just like, I'm doing pretty good, Catherine. I'm probably gonna be live for a little bit more, and then I'm probably going to go make spaghetti because I have not eaten today. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after. Hey, Benita. Yeah. Let's see. All right, anyone that is waiting for a question still, please let me know in chat so I can pick you. Kayla, what was your question? Are you being cheated on? So I pulled the King of Swords, the Three of Swords in the reverse, and then the Eight of Wands. So I don't get a cheating energy from this. It just seems like someone that's like being independent. Like seemingly I get more of an energy as someone searching for their independence more than cheating energy. I'm gonna be honest here with this King of Swords and this Eight of Wands. Like, okay, let me break it down. King of Swords is someone that sets those boundaries, right? He's going to be, I associate him to be like notoriously known to be more by himself. He's usually like that one that's kind of like brooding in the corner somewhere, right? And then the Eight of Wands, I always say this is like a person that's going through like a self journey of self-empowerment, right? How many times can I say self in a sentence? But so it's like everything just seems so overtly focused on the self. So I don't get a cheating energy. It just seems like they just want to be independent in whatever way that looks like for them. Hey Tita, I love you too. Thank you. You just feel like it's never going to get there. I can understand that feeling. All right, Catherine C's question, will I meet someone soon? Oh, my card. Hey, Jack, how are you? How's your tooth doing, Jack? All right, will Miss Catherine meet someone soon? Yeah, I understand that, Kayla. I can understand that entirely. All right, Miss Catherine. So for you, I pulled the star card. So this is like wish fulfillment. This is, I always say, like the star card is like it's like the wish fulfillment, but also like a cleansing time. So what I mean by this though is like for an example, let's say finances have always been like a stressor, like a weight on your shoulders. But it's through your wish fulfillment of like, let's say that you wanted to be famous, right? Well, because fame comes with like financial relief, then it's like a cleansing time. So it's through you having like some type of wish fulfillment that gives you that cleansing, that's just like that nice relief, right? Strength card comes in with the judgment card. So something needs to be, like a choice needs to be made, Catherine. And I do kind of feel like it's like intuition keeps popping up, so I don't know if you're not listening to your intuition or if you already kind of know what it is that you need to be working on with yourself. But the judgment card comes in attached to the strength card, asking you to like make a decision on something, for you to commit to something that you know you wouldn't like but would be for your betterment. Now this is literally the most random example that has no relevancy at all, but it's like the only thing that comes to, like the first thing that came to mind. So it's like, think about it, someone that like checks himself out into rehab, right? Because they have a drinking problem. Now, again, like it's that thought process of investing in yourself. Nothing to do with like obviously alcohol or anything like that. Robin Renee, thank you for the $5, Renee. Please pull cards on my future relationship with Jarrett. All good ones, please. I hope that reading was helpful though, Catherine. All right, Robin, please pull cards on future relationship. Well, Robin, since you donated, I guess we can whip out some other cards here, can't we? Y'all, someone in the chat, y'all can't see it, but someone just puts in all caps F you. And it's just like, girl. And her name is Rachel Bly, so it's just like, oh, rest in peace, Miss Rachel Bly. Miss Rachel Bly isn't about me. I love that. It was like in all caps too, so it was just like a full-on few. Do y'all see that I like put like deleted her or whatever, or did you just, y'all don't even see Miss Rachel? Alright. Situation with Jarrett and hey Hez, how are you feeling? Alright, Miss Robin. So now I know you said you want good cards, but I'm still gonna just tell you what I see, just because, you know, I would want the same done for me, right? So, but I mean, you have good cards, right? For your first row, we have the Magician card, the Nine of Earth, and then the Hermit card. I like this energy. I'm going to be pulling some clarifiers. I'm doing pretty good. Can't see Rachel, thank God. Yeah, Miss Rachel, bless her heart. I guess she doesn't want any of the spaghetti. Maybe she doesn't like spaghetti. That's what it is. I triggered Miss Rachel because she doesn't, because like I was talking about spaghetti and I wasn't offering her any. All right, so Robin. For you, Magician card number 1, this is like the Jack of all trades manifesting. So I like this. In terms of with Jarrett, this is like kind of what you would want in terms of like a long-term commitment, right? Because it's more than just like that thing that's like singularly fulfilling something, right? So it's not just like fulfilling just like a physical like intimacy. It's not just like for or just like fulfilling like a need for finances and stability, right? This is like an all-encompassing, right? And then you have it paired with the Sun card, which is the very best card in the tarot. So it's like when you have it Sun and Magician card, like beautiful, like I don't know how it's to like add emphasis of like how good of a pairing this is, right? So, and then for your second row, we have the Nine of Earth with the Ten of Wands. Now, this card, like the Nine of Earth, talks about someone coming into their own, almost. So, dare I say, like, I don't know what Jarrett does, and I don't know what you do, Robin, but it's like this kind of makes me think of an energy of being like, let's say, let's say that you, Robin, are a model and the other person, Jarrett, is a photographer, right? So it'd be like that kind of like, which would make sense with your magician energy because it's like seemingly like all encompassing success in terms of like abundance for career, love, and all that, right? So it just seems like in this way too, like there's just like some type of like elevation on both sides of things. But there is like a Ten of Wands here coming in, or where I would say there is some baggage that needs to be let go of. Maybe this is like an insecurity in like how you view yourself, and this could be Jarrett as well, right? You'll know. Last cards, Hermit card comes in with the Page of Wands. So this is one of those things where it's like, I feel like you are going to need to have some moments where you like separate yourself from the connection, even just to take yourself away and just have a moment to breathe and put things in perspective again, because I feel like it can be very easy to get lost in these energies. That sounds so cheesy and just so snobby, being lost in the energies. But it's just like, you know, when you get caught in that honeymoon phase, I feel like it's important for you to keep things in perspective. But yeah, hopefully that reading was helpful for you, Robin. Hi, Shannon. All right. The long distance, so that helps, yeah. Everyone, let me know your questions so I can pick from the crowd. But yeah, thank you again, Robin, for the $5 in the super chat. I hope that was helpful to you. You know, I know you said you wanted all good cards, but I didn't even have to make them that way, right? You got the Magician card and the Sun card together. Like, you really can't get too much better than that. Alright, for Benita, may I know Chris the Capricorn's intentions towards me? Let's see. Starting out, we have the Chariot card, the King of Air, and then the Four of Water. So, how am I taking this? I would take this initially, Benita, that they kind of, like, with the Chariot card, that lets me know that they're motivated to go towards something if they know it's for them. But the Four of Water lets me know that they may not be realizing it. Like, I don't know y'all's situation, Benita, but it seems as if, like, they are kind of, like, blind to it, right? It's like one of those things where it's like they'll charge forward, but they just don't know where to charge forward to. So maybe this is like a sign for you to be a little bit more forward with your emotions, Benita. King of Air does come in, so maybe their mental and emotional things are just not in balance. Maybe they're not thinking clearly. But we'll know with some extra cards here. that would make sense if you haven't communicated in a while. Because with that Four of Cups, like, it's like they need to have like, you know, have like their, you know, being like, look at me, right? All right. Matt, what's F's intentions towards me? You just finished reading Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison and Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. You read One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest, Cuckoo Nest, and that is an awesome palette cleanser if you need a good read. Or anything by... How do you say that name? Bukowski? Hey, Keisha. You're welcome, Benita. I'm glad that was helpful. Hopefully it was helpful, rather. I guess it's presumptuous for me to say that it was helpful. Alright, anyone that is new in chat, actually, let me preface by saying... just let me, whenever I ask what your question is in chat, that is when you repeat your question, but please don't spam, right? Save the question for when I ask. There is no wait list. I just go to whoever I feel drawn to. If you do want your question answered and skip to like have me answer it right away, then you're more than welcome to leave me a super chat and I will answer it for you then. But yeah, this is just gonna be like a little hangout and like I just pull whoever I feel drawn to in the moment, right? Alright. Matt's question, F's intentions. Intentions or feelings? Tomato, tomato. How you doing, Keisha? Bukowski, yeah. Alright, thank you, Jack. Alright, so for you, Matt, F's intentions towards you, or feelings, I guess. Whichever one it was, I don't remember. We have Knight of Cups paired with Seven of Swords. So I like this energy, right? I don't know who F is, but I mean, I like it initially with the Knight of Cups, so it's like they want to pursue, there is some type of interest, right? It seems so. But Seven of Swords is that energy of where it's just kind of like, this is where it kind of like makes me... Thank you, Keisha. The Seven of Swords makes me kind of raise an eyebrow and being like, what is going on here? Now, for the second row, we have Two of Pentacles and Temperance card. This is like leading me more so into the storyline of like the Seven of Swords, where it's just like there's something like there's something going on with them, I guess is all I'm trying to say. I don't know what it is, right? It's not my business to like really dig that deep into them, but it's just like with this Temperance card coming in, they're being asked to be patient on something, but with this going on, it just seems very chaotic energy. But it doesn't seem bad, right? I guess you would call it chaotic good energy, but it's like, again, like I don't know what's chaotic going on here, right? I don't want to say is chaotic good or bad in this regard. But it just seems like they're trying to make a lot happen. The last row, Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. So this is where, again, where it's just like I feel like it's very much so like in and out energy, where it's just like some days it's like it's like the song Katy Perry, Hot and Cold, right? Some days they're hot, where it's just like I feel like sometimes you might feel more like energetically, or there's like more of a connection there. But then there are other days where it's just like very cold energy, and it's like it seems like they've walked away or like moved on. But it's with this Eight of Pentacles energy, they're just like extremely focused on like whatever this situation is. I don't know what this situation is. Like, right? I know my reaction and my tone of things makes it seem like it's like inherently bad, but like I don't, like, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. This is just like, it's just like some type of chaotic energy where it's just like, so I don't know. That makes a lot of sense. I'm glad it does. There is an add-on in the Scorpio one. Yeah, it was nice once I was able to like finally make put ads, because it's like ideally I would like to be able to just make a living off of doing this on YouTube, right? Because it's like anything that I make now at this point, like, it's going strictly like back into the channel, right? Because it's like I don't like my background, right? So like I would be taking steps to like getting a new place so I can have like a different background and all that, right? So really at this point now it's just like getting more tarot cards, singing bowls, right? It's really just like about like improving like the experience that's already here. I'm like, y'all are so sweet to me. I just gotta get better. I know I said I was gonna do like the cusp readings, but right now I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I have the time to be able to do that right now. Just because it's like, especially for the past couple days, I was like pretty bad, or like slow at least, with my uploads, and plus I was slacking with the live stream. So it's like but I think we're gonna be good though, because it's like I mean, just letting y'all in, right? I guess we'll take a little quick break from readings. But it's just like I suspected, like for the past couple of days, like mentally, like I mean, after I found out my mother was doing fine, right, with the test results, um, and like being monetized, like I just was so happy, right? But it's just like, and let me know if I'm alone in this, but like it just feel like I don't like being that person, but it's just like the energies have just felt weird, right? It's just like yesterday I like woke up and I just was like, it felt like I was just car sick the entire day, and just so low energy. Like I woke up and I was just so uninspired, so unmotivated. That's why I didn't live stream, because like the stream before, like the last live stream I did, I already felt bad because I was like low energy. I wasn't doing readings, right? I just like, I didn't want to just like, you know, when I get on here, I want to be able to just like connect with y'all and like uplift y'all. And if I'm like coming in here just being like low energy, not engaging, you know, it's just like, that's not, you know, I don't want to waste y'all's time with that. Especially since I don't think I would have been in the mood to do readings either, right? So at that point, I was just like, let me just like take the night off and just like, you know, like spruce up my room real quick, or what. I was doing fine with speaking until right there, real quick, because, you know, like reorganize some stuff and, you know, just spruce up the feng shui of the room, right? And I do feel a lot better now, right? Because it's like I caught up with my uploads again. I did like 7 videos today. And I still have like so much of the day left, so it's like it'll be good, because then I can I just feel productive today. I feel a lot better than I have been. Velka's pillow in the back. This one, she's feeling antisocial right now, that pillow. Well, no, these pillows, honestly, I mean, I don't want to like make that promise, but it's just like if I can, like these pillows are coming with me everywhere I go. But I don't like, I am like kind of like a little bit of a minimalist, so we'll see, right? If I can find somewhere that's like close by, that I can just take it. Yeah, like, okay, I'm glad. I know the eclipse was today. The solar eclipse was today a few hours ago. Alright? So that easily could have been it. But yeah, like the past couple days, like, it was just like completely polar opposite from how I was feeling before. The lunar eclipse wasn't actually that long ago, but it was last month. Yeah, the solar one. I didn't go out to look at it. But yeah, for the past couple months, like it's been pretty chaotic in terms of astrology stuff, but there's plenty of people that are a lot more educated than I am in it. New moon in Sagittarius today? Oh, I didn't even know that. That's awesome. Yeah, and there was like a meteor shower as well. You saw from South Africa? That's so cool. You couldn't see it? Maybe I'll like Google some pictures. See, I feel like pictures are like when it comes to like stuff like that, I feel like, and maybe I'm like alone in this and it's just because I have bad vision, but I just feel like pictures are just like more interesting to look at than the actual thing, because it's like I feel like cameras get a better detail and like, you know, you don't have to worry about like staring at a sun. Lisa, on the 21st, Saturn and Jupiter go to zero conjunction, a lot happening. Yeah, that's one thing I really want to like at some point do, is like to elevate my content, is to get into the like go hardcore into astrology, because I know the zodiac signs, right? There's, I know like extreme surface level, but I would really like to like elevate my content and elevate my readings to be able to like give like weekly like chart readings as well, like weekly like chart forecasts. But that's like some point in the future, right? There's so much I want to just like throw on my plate, and it's just like I am like doing my best more so to like stay focused on being able to like upload consistently on the days that I've been doing. I still gotta do like the rest of the month. How do I set intentions without expectations? Well, I feel like by setting like an intention, you already are setting like the, well, I guess it depends on how you see it, right? Because like when I set an intention, right, what is something I've set an intention on? Well, let's just say I set the intention, like right now my intention is 10,000. Like I started, that was like my New Year's resolution this year, was to get to 10,000 subscribers. Um, and I didn't really like get into it until like the past few months, but I still think I can get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I still kind of think that, but so I have like, that's like my expectation for myself though. Like I fully expect myself to be able to get to that goal, but if I didn't, I would not take it personally, right? Because it's like one of those things where it's just like, okay, even if I didn't meet that goal, it's not like I'm losing anything out of it, right? I mean, yeah, like I guess you could technically be embarrassed if by like not meeting that goal if you told other people about it. But I don't even see it in that way, because it's like, what's embarrassing about like putting like a high goal for yourself and like putting the effort towards doing it, right? I feel like so much when it comes to accomplishing anything in life, whether it's like losing weight, whether it's trying to put yourself out there, creating like your like whatever it is, I feel like it's more important to have like the consistency and just truly just doing it and getting out of your head more than anything. So I feel like it's more admirable for you to be able to say that you tried every single day to get there, and don't be so attached to only accomplishing it, because at that point then you're just trying to feed your ego, right? I would know I would be coming from a place of ego and wanting to something on a superficial level if I didn't get to 10K, and I felt some type of way about it. Then I would be like, okay, we need to have an ego check and be like, why do I care about, like, why is it that serious, right? But I truly would be at peace with myself and be like, okay, well, I can set 10K for next month. And that's literally how I would be. I would be like, okay, well, let me try to get 10K before the end of January at that point. Because it's just like, I don't see like the process being a chore. But I guess it also depends on whatever the goal is, right? Dive deep into astrology. Yeah, I know it's a deep rabbit hole for sure. Matt, enjoy my spaghetti. Thank you. Yeah, I think I might. Yeah, I just don't feel like doing any more readings actually right now, because I'm gonna be doing the. I'm gonna still be trying to, rather. I don't want to like promise a I don't want to like promise like a live stream tonight just on the slight case, but like that is my intention, right? Talking about intention, that is my intention to live stream again tonight. It's more important to have a following that show up to hang Velka. Yeah, I don't think there's like a either or situation about it. I feel like it's a, because my goal is to be able to it's not a matter about having people themselves follow me. It's more about being able to just like be as helpful as possible to as many people as possible, right? Because it's like the more that I have subscribers, or it sounds so vague, but when you're just like taking a step back and like think like my intention behind it, it's like because it's like I genuinely like the content that I put out, and I feel like it's like a place of like self-empowerment. I would want more people to see that just naturally, because it's like I feel like because I'm putting out the content that I would want when I was younger, or like at a certain place mentally. And so it's just like it's more so because it's like attached to it, right? I just want to be able to like help people and provide some type of service that helps empower people, rather than just telling people that what they want to hear or what have you, right? So it's like it sounds so vain when I'm like, oh yeah, I want 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, because it sounds like initially I care about the number, but it's just like, I mean, if I cared about the number, there's so many easier ways for me to get to that number than what it is I'm doing now, right? If I'm going to be honest, like there's so many easier ways without tarot aside that I could be doing. All right, bye, Carrie. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. This is like a nice way to spend my afternoon. Now that I have it incorporated kind of in my routine, I might be able to like start doing this more often. We can use your energy to get you to 10K. See, that's the thing though. I like genuinely trust that like whenever the messages come, like whenever like any of my readings need to like reach the people that they need to reach, I genuinely feel like that they will reach them. That's how I like view it, right? Because it's like I don't make it. Well, I do like my best, obviously, to be seen, but like I just have like such a release. That's part of why it's like easy for me not to get disappointed, where it's just like such a release of like responsibility, of where it's just like, okay, I'm doing my part, but you know, I'm just trusting in that, like if this message is truly meant to help somebody, that it'll find that person, right? Regardless, like, you know, like it wasn't even that long ago when I was like being super excited and thanking everyone for 1K subscribers, right? So it's just like it doesn't even feel real to me. Like this, it's like the interactions is what like makes it feel real to me, like actually talking to people, but like the actual number themselves for people that just come and watch the readings, like it doesn't process to me that I have like 2,800 subscribers. It's more of it just being like these moments where it's just like where we all just keep in touch with each other. But yeah, I'm gonna close out this video now because I'm gonna go make my spaghetti. But I love y'all so much. Thank you, and I'll see you tonight if I see you tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I said goodbye like 20 times now. This is how I'm so long-winded. All right, bye.